Ever get that feeling, like you're hearing a sound so real, so raw, almost like it's coming straight from the underground?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're diving into today.
Awesome.
The music of Kino worldwide. An artist, well, maybe not a household name, but he's definitely making waves.
Right.
Especially in the underground scene with his 2017 EP, Respect the Underground.
Love the title.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's catchy, right? And we're going to get into the music itself, obviously, but also kind of what this EP says,
Yeah.
about the whole underground scene and why it just keeps drawing people in.
Yeah, that whole vibe. I'm excited to get into it.
So first off, good news for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Respect the Underground. It's out there. SoundCloud, YouTube, super accessible.
Makes it easy.
And one of the things that struck me right away, listening to this EP, was just the sheer mix of sounds. It wasn't like, oh, this is a generic whatever album. It felt like Kino was really, pulling from all these different influences, bringing them together in this unique way.
Yeah, and I think that really speaks to his evolution,
Yeah.
As an artist, he's collaborating with all these different producers on the EP, and each one brings their own flavor. You can hear like classic hip-hop, soulful beats, even some electronic stuff. It's a real mix.
Totally. Okay, so let's get into some tracks.
Right.
Opening Day.
Yeah.
Produced by Hogan Beats. I don't know about you, but it really set the tone for me. Super introspective vibe, kind of mellow, almost hypnotic beat that just pulls you in.
It does.
And then there's beat scripts.
Ooh, yeah.
And get this, the producer is unnamed. What do you think about that?
That's interesting. I feel like it kind of adds to the whole mystery of the underground scene, right?
Yeah, like who is this hidden talent? And I think it speaks to something bigger, too, about how in the underground, it's really about the music itself, not necessarily the fame or the name behind it.
It's the raw talent that gets recognized, organically, regardless of who's behind the board.
Absolutely. And then, boom, Temptation, produced by Big KRIT. Now that's a name. Legend in hip-hop.
For sure. For sure.
And this is where the EP takes a turn, I think. It's got that more classic hip-hop feel, but there's still a twist.
Yeah, it's not just straight up, What's cool about Temptation is how they blend styles, Kino and KRIT. You can hear those signature KRIT chopped and screwed samples, but then there's this driving beat that feels so Kino, and lyrically it hits on these universal themes, struggle, triumph. Anyone who's faced some adversity can relate to that.
Oh, 100%. It's such a standout track. And it got me thinking, about how underground and mainstream, they're not always totally separate. Like this collaboration, it shows great music can bridge those worlds. And that respect for talent goes both ways.
Yeah, I think it's a good reminder that musical movements, they always influence each other. You look at the history of hip-hop itself. I mean, it came from the underground, and then, those sounds, those ideas, they made their way into the mainstream. Underground scenes, that's often where innovation happens. They push the boundaries of what music can even be.
It's so true. Now, Respect the Underground. We've got other tracks, too, of course. Underground Crowns, produced by Montana Productions.
Right.
Winters, in my mind. Beat Monstars. And Mr. James G collaborated on that one.
Oh, no.
Each one adds to the whole sonic tapestry of this EP. But Kino, he doesn't just stop at releasing the music. He's got merch, digital gift cards, even a weekly newsletter.
Wow.
It's like he's going all out to connect with his fan base, build a real community.
Oh, I love that.
And his website, it's like a hub for everything, bookings, interviews, tour dates.
Smart.
He's on the move. It's clear.
That direct connection, that's something you see a lot in underground scenes. Artists aren't separated from their fans by like layers of management or PR. It's about those genuine relationships.
For sure.
Sharing their passion for music directly, It goes back to that do-it-yourself ethos, creating your own path, connecting with people who really get your art.
So it's like, Respect the Underground. It's more than just a title. It's like a mission statement. Recognizing the power, the authenticity of that underground spirit. The drive to create something real, meaningful, free from all those mainstream pressures.
And I think it challenges us too, as listeners, to rethink how we see what's valuable in music. How does this independent creation, this authentic expression, which we often find in these underground scenes, how does that shape our overall understanding of art? What can we learn from it? Those are the questions worth asking.
They really are. So folks, take a deep dive into Kino Worldwide's Respect the Underground. It's an invitation to explore this whole vibrant corner of the music world. And hey, who knows? Maybe it'll spark something in you too.
Right.
Always good to have you with us on the deep dive. Thanks for listening, everyone.